Hey guys, welcome back. I haven't just sat down and recorded a YouTube video in a while. I've just been doing a lot more on Instagram and then my podcast. So just recently I feel like I kind of realized like, wow, I miss just sharing on my YouTube channel and just sitting down and recording a video, no muss, no fuss, and just it honestly feels like a therapy session to me. Like I really miss it. So my goal is to come back on here a lot more and just share. I've actually taken this last week off of Instagram and I've had so much more clarity. I just feel like I was just really getting into the posting every single day and sharing every day. And honestly, I have such an incredible community over there that it felt so good to show up every day and to post and share. But the thing is that after a while, I felt like it was actually starting to get to me because it wasn't just like that I wanted to get on there and share. It was like that I had to get on there and share. And I've really taken a bit of a step back from it. And I've looked at like, what is my why? What is my why for showing up online? And how do I want it to work for me, not me working for it? Because ultimately, my why of being online is to empower mothers and to help families and for other mothers to have an empowering experience in on their journey. And the thing is that at the same time, I'm also mothering and I'm also going through that exact same thing. So I kind of just reached this point actually for me, it's like usually just this like breaking point. And basically last week, we were at my parents' house for Thanksgiving and my back just went completely out. And I was like, what is happening here? And I'm such a why person that I always get back to the root. Like I am naturally just wired that way to be like, okay, what is the deeper meaning of this? Like this isn't just about my back. And I'm a huge believer in the mind-body connection. So I just instantly was like, okay, something's going on here. What's going on? Something has to change. And so I started just like kind of like taking back the layers of like what's been going on in our life. And it's so full on. Like we have 3 little girls and they're still so little. Like I always joke that I can't believe that they're growing up so fast, but I'm like, they're still so young. And that is my priority, is to be with them and this is our 2nd year of homeschooling. So that is my priority. That's our priority as a family, is for me to be at home taking care of them. You know, we really prioritize having home cooked meals and obviously just our, always figuring out what our rhythm is for the week and making sure that we have a good flow of them having activities and spending time with other friends and making sure that it all just works together and that, maybe at some point Matisse and I can have a little bit of time for ourselves. We haven't quite put that into the schedule yet, but we do manage to have some time here and there. Like right now, my daughters are at their grandfather's house, so I'm able to like carve out little pockets of time there. And it's so funny that this is the thing that I want to do when the girls aren't here, is I want to sit down and share what's been going on. Because I've just been in that like creator mode for so long now that I'm just so used to just creating. And but yeah, it's just like I think the rhythm evolves, and I do think it is important to schedule those things. We still always manage to find, date night times and all sorts of things. So I think, and when you start to add it all up, like when I started to go through all of the different things on like just the daily, it ends up being so much stuff. And like the most important thing for me, and this was all kind of like coming through from just my back going out. Like I really did a deep dive on what is going on here. Like the first 3 days I kind of like just carried on. Well, I was lying in bed. Luckily we were at my parents' house, so I had lots of help with like laundry. Matisse was there, so he was doing the cooking, and my dad was taking out the girls. So I was like, I could actually rest and relax, which was really nice. I haven't done that in a really long time. And so yeah, there's no days off with motherhood. Like it's just go nonstop. Like even when the girls have gone to bed, I'm still on. I'm still there. I'm still like, if they need me at any time, and I'm usually still cleaning up the kitchen and doing laundry and thinking about the next day and, wanting the house to be clean for when we wake up. And it's just, the list just goes on. And I think that as mothers, we don't even realize like how much is being compiled all of the time. And so yeah, so I'm there, I am laying in bed, and I'm kind of just like going on with being on social media and just continuing to create content, even though I so clearly was needing a break from that. Because even though like you're resting in bed, when you're on social media, I feel like you're just like still, your mind is still going. There's just a lot, like content creating isn't just like putting out a post and then every day and then that's it, or like doing it once in a while and that's it, which you can, of course, and that's totally fine. But it's also that you want to respond to people, and then people are sending you messages, and then you're getting, you want to respond to them right away, and you have to do this and you have to do that, and it's just like, it's just so much all at once. And I think it took like the first few days for me to sort of like really, really get honest and true with myself about like what is going on. And yeah, I just realized that I just needed a bit of a reset. I actually don't want to post on Instagram every single day because I do find it to be this incredibly distracting thing that I don't want to have in my life. Like, I just want to be in this moment and look out the window and look at this bird and this tree and look how beautiful it is that the trees are changing color and it's such a beautiful time of year, and I want to be able to sit here and enjoy that. And I find that when I'm on social media too much, it literally steals my ability to be in the moment. And I can't just be with myself. I'm constantly having to check it. I'm having to respond and reply and do all these things. And so it can end up being a lot. And so that's what I mean about like making it so that it works for me and not me working for it. And I still want to show up on there. That's the thing. It's like immediately Matisse was like, well, you don't have to go on there anymore. It's okay. And I'm like, I have created, wow, the sun just came out. Oh my gosh, it's so glorious. It's been raining for like 24 hours. That's the thing, is I do love what I've created on here and on Instagram in the last 4 years. So it's like, I don't want to just not have that anymore. I just have to start having stronger boundaries with it. And I think what seems to resonate the most with me right now is posting 3 or 4 times a week, maybe doing a week off like I've just done once a month, even, doing 3 weeks on, posting 3 or 4 times a week, going on a limited amount, and then taking a week off every month. And I feel like that's the only way I'm actually going to be able to continue being a content creator. And honestly, when it comes to growth, I mean, I know people are so obsessed with growth when it comes to being, posting online and being on social media, but the only growth I care about is connecting with the women and the mothers and families that I want to have in my community. That's it. And if I always said, if I could just help one other person, then my job is done. That's it. And so I feel like it can kind of get confusing at times, because then it really does start to become a numbers game, about like, oh, well, you've got this many followers and therefore you have, you're able to do this many things. But it's like, when I really, really get honest and true with myself about why I'm on there, it's not for that. So I think it was really good for me to go through that. And it was funny because I actually deleted my Instagram, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like go off of it for, I don't know how long. We'll see how it goes. And then it took me like a good day to kind of like come down from just the noise of it all and really sink in with myself. And then I just realized like how much more present I was able to be in this exact moment, and just be with myself and be with my family and be with my kids and focus on things around the house. Like, that's what I want to do. So I think the best thing for me to continue to show up is just to really post when I feel inspired, not because I have to, but because I want to. And like put the phone down, put the camera down, and wait for those moments where I really feel that pull of inspiration and that creation. Because as human beings, that's what we're here to do, is to create and to, really tune into what is the message that we want to share and to be and to embody. And I think that it's really easy when you're just so caught up in the noise on social media. Like if you're just like going through reels, like I was doing that because I was trying to get content creation ideas. And then it's like, then you kind of are like, you're getting pulled into that, and you're almost not just coming back to who you are and what is your intuition saying, what is the message that you want to bring. Like you almost forget. And I think it's so amazing because there's so many incredible accounts out there, so you can get like inspired by so many other people. And then it's important to just like come back to yourself and be like, well, what do I feel about that? How do I want to show that version of myself? Or like if you like a certain thing, maybe you're like, okay, well, how can I kind of like bring that into what I'm doing without it like you almost becoming what that thing is, because then that's not just being who you are. But it was pretty amazing to see what happened after not having it for such a short period of time. I forgot how amazing the silence is and how much I don't need to go on there. I don't need to show up every day. I think it's sort of this thing that people get in their head that they have to do. And it's like, maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe taking some space is actually gonna be better growth for you as a person, you know, because it's like, yeah, there's, you know, and especially with where I'm at right now, you know, my kids are only gonna be this age one time, and I just want to be with them now. So I feel like YouTube feels like a much slower pace to me that I really appreciate, and I'm probably gonna show up on here a lot more, and we'll see kind of how it all comes about and how it all goes forward from here. But I just so appreciate you being here, and I'm just really grateful for this channel. I'm really grateful that I started this when I did, and I am just eternally grateful that you are here, and sending so much love to you on your journey. And yeah, okay, ciao for now.